If I sound a little bit angry, please forgive me. Um, how many of you here are 100% qualified, or, okay, how many of you here are qualified for your full-time job, yet make less than minimum wage because of your nationality or lack of it? One. Yeah. So 4 people can relate. Okay. I'm asking you these questions, which might seem a little bit silly because I'm faced with, I'm trying to find the answers every day, and I still can't. You see, I'm a Palestinian refugee from Syria. What does that mean? I'm a PRS, or I am a PRS. Uh, thank you. As you can see, I'm a fully functional human being. And yeah, well, what does it really mean, though, to be a Palestinian refugee from Syria? I was born in Syria, and I was raised also in Syria. My mom and my dad, they were both born and raised in Syria. So where does the refugee part come in? It comes in, well, it's because of the fact that, like 67 years ago, like over double my age, in 1948, my grandfather was the first refugee in our family. He left Palestine and took refuge in Syria. My father was a refugee by birth, and so was I. It's like a privilege that you can like pass on. Except it's not. It's actually a curse. I didn't really realize how bad it was to be Palestinian from Syria up until I came here. In Syria, you see, the only thing I couldn't do was run for presidency, and I could live with that in Syria, you know, because, come on, I mean, run for presidency in Syria? Please. Not even Syrians could do that. So... So yeah, I came here, and then again, I realized how really, really bad it was when I first came here. After facing deportation multiple times back to Syria, where I would definitely be taken to serve in the army. What Munaj was talking about earlier is exactly what I escaped from. You see, the thing is, if you serve in the military in Syria now, it's either whether you shoot people or you get shot for not shooting people. So you either die, actually, or you just betray your principles and die morally, and you're no longer a human being. I didn't think that was something I would want to choose from, so I left, and I came here. And then I don't have a passport. I have a travel document, which is nothing like a passport. I'm not even allowed to leave Lebanon. You see, even when I actually found a chance and I got a full scholarship to go and study education, child counseling in Malaysia, I also got a job offer there. I just, I got the visa in 24 hours, and then I went to the airport, and I took pictures and posted them on Twitter saying, "Goodbye, Beirut, I will miss you," 3 periods, not. And then I stood in line like I always do. I actually do stand in line. I got to the check-in counter, and then I gave my travel document to the check-in agent. She looks at my travel document, looks at me, looks at my travel document again, looks at me, and gives it back to me and says, "Sorry, sir, I cannot let you board the plane." And I was like, no, seriously. She said, "I'm sorry, sir, I cannot let you board the plane." And then when I asked her about the reason, she said, "I cannot give you a reason. I just cannot let you board the plane." I said, "But I have a ticket. I have my college admission. I have everything that I want and that I need. So why not?" She said, "Sir, please step aside. There's a line behind you. I cannot let you board the plane." So I just stood aside, and I just watched people, getting their boarding passes and then, being waved through. And then just when I thought I was the most miserable creature in the space, I see a cute little puppy in a cage, and he was like in a cage, and he looked so sad. And then the minute he was waved through, my sympathy turned into envy. And I thought, what a lucky bitch. I thought, I thought that was the first time I wished I were a dog. Many times followed after. Here in Lebanon, there are plenty of animal rights organizations that can find you, like, where you can find a home for your dog in like no time, And you know what? I would make a perfect dog. First of all, I don't poop in the street. How many of you here saw dog poop on your way here? Okay, not enough. But if I were a dog, I would not poop in the street. I make a perfect reading companion. I can talk, so you can talk to me and I can give you advice. I don't require daily walks. I really don't. I honestly don't. I'm just happy there with a book inside. I'm fine. I don't bark in the middle of the night and wake up your neighbors. And what else? I can actually shower myself. And, well, I'm a good hugger, too. So, anyway. You see, the thing is, I also wish I were Syrian, I mean, like Munaj, when he was sitting here, I was like, oh, my God, he's so lucky, like, my God, it was all these privileges. He's Syrian, my God, So, well, the thing is, because if I were a Syrian, the R in UNHCR would have actually included me. And I wouldn't have had to stay with no job, no access to health care in Lebanon. And I also would have gotten asylum very easily because as a gay man, yes, I'm also gay, I'm full of surprises. As a gay man from Syria, I would have gotten my files transferred to some European embassy, and I would have actually qualified for resettlement. But anyway, I'm only one PRS. I'm only one refugee. I'm only one double refugee. I'm only one human being looking for protection. I know a family of PRSs, of human beings, that lives in a room with no roof. And it rains like a motherfucker in Beirut. It really does. It really, really does. These people, the mother got a call from the UNRWA saying that, sorry, we have to cut the financial aid because UNRWA doesn't have enough money. And it's not a lot of cash anyway, it's $130. So I'm sure the UNRWA has enough money to pay the salaries of their expats and for them to go on R&R. And whenever that happens, I can't help but wonder who the beneficiaries of these places are, really, honestly. Don't throw tomatoes at me. I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying that, you win. Anyway, so so I'm here to ask you to please, I was born and raised in Syria, much like Munaj, and many, many others. And, one of these one of these refugees every 15 minutes is actually, could be a Palestinian, I think. I don't know. Whenever you think of a Syrian refugee, just think of another Palestinian refugee who has no recognition, nobody acknowledged that they actually exist, and they're also looking for protection, whose only hope to get that protection and to receive that protection is to receive your attention first. Thank you.